Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
On third down, Jackson. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. On fourth down, it's Collins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on fourth. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Buying time to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go. 58. Hey, check 26.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gone! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Detroit!
They pitch it out to Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All day, baby, all day.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Gone! Detroit!
This time Jackson will throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Trying to improvise. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Collins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the Steelers set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
319. 626.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
Flushed out right. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
26.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will let you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Zoom. Hey.
They come out here in the eye.
That's fine, yeah.
He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Over here. 319 to London.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! They're running it. Kill! Ship!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Hey, check 26. Zoom. Hey, where y'all going?
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Let's go, come on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 88. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's fine. Yeah. Zoom.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You got 26. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Just keeping the play alive. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
A give to Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Rodgers. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McDonald. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on first down. Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there at 22. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever term.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And a nice spin into some open field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They'll try to run it in with Bell. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Break. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They go play action here on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. To throw, it's Rodgers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
All right, now look at 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few that are active.
Yeah,
incredible.
There's only a few that are active. He still, though, is a ways away from Jerry Rice, up over 22,000 for the all-time lead. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Inside. 319. 319.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, 626.
They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come out here in the eye.
Zone. Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over them into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
To throw is Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Spins by, and he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down, and this one might be going the other way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking for Perriman there, he's got it. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now Jackson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, 26.
Rodgers looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jackson being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Gone!
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.